welcome to my channel. My name's Dan. I'm here in the Philippines, Island of Bohol. See me standing here, I'm holding about a 45-pound piece of jasper. So you can figure this video here is about stones. This is about where I found the stones and the kind of stones that I have found. I found a river about 4.5 hours from here on the other side of the island that had thousands and thousands and thousands of stones. Most of those stones are gravel or not granite or basalt, and they're not any good for sparking, but in between them there's quartzite and quartz and jasper and petrified wood and all kinds of stuff you can imagine. Now, these stones are all gone. They were washed away in the typhoon in 2021, but there's still stones there. When I go there, I like to stack a few stones, have a little fun, relax. Then I go out and look for stones to take home that I can use for sparking for fires. The first stones that absolutely amazed me were these giant pieces of quartzite. This stone right here is probably the size of a pickup bed, 4 or 5 foot tall, probably 2, 3, 4,000 pounds. It's hard to say. It's very, very dense stone. And I just love the way it looks, because it was totally molten when it was made. And there was a dozen of these stones. Again, they're all gone too now. The water was so strong that it washed these stones away too. You can imagine that. Here's another look at some of the texture of a different stone. Absolutely fascinating though. I finally found one about twice the size of a bushel basket, and I bought a sledgehammer and I went back and beat on it for a half hour. I couldn't even scratch it. I had a local guy beat on it. He finally broke a piece off. I took it home, and it was the first sparking stone that I ever had. I'm assuming we're calling it quartzite. There's 100 different types of quartzite here. Here's a different stone here. This one's just full of all kinds of concave spalls where pieces just broke off of it. And they're just like glass. They all spark wonderful. There's also a lot of petrified wood here. Here's a flat piece of petrified wood, white, thin. Just if you put another stone on it, just like a piece of porcelain. It also sparks real well. Here's another piece. You can see the wood grain on the outside of it. Just fascinating stuff. The next slide is a picture of a piece of petrified wood that's more like a regular one. It looks just like a log. But the next slide is fascinating because this is a piece that fractured off of another piece, and it shows all these tubes here, and all those tubes are from a palm tree. That's what's inside of a palm tree, like a coconut tree. And if we could get that polished up and on a microscope, we could definitely find out what kind of a palm tree that was put there, 20 million years ago, 200 million years ago, who knows? Long, long time ago. That's absolutely amazing though. Here's a piece of regular quartzite here. This is kind of gray and tan, and you can see all the ridges on it and stuff. The edges are just like razors, and that stone there breaks off real nice into little shards. Beautiful for sparking and stuff. This piece here is a lot more glass-like. This one didn't spark very good, but it's so cool looking. I saved it because someday I'm going to get a stone saw and cut the stuff up into slabs for paperweights and stuff like that. It's absolutely beautiful inside, I'm sure. Here's a weird piece there. Almost looks like a face, doesn't it? It's a little rougher texture, but you look on the edges there, and you can see the concave spalls on that too. And it just breaks off just like it's pieces of glass. And it's beyond hard and sparks like crazy. Here's another piece there. Look at the side facing us. That's what the outside of the stones look like. But I actually, personally, I believe that's petrified wood. I believe the outside there we're looking at is bark. And you look at the stone there where it curves away from us. That sure looks like grain to me. Here's a beautiful stone here. This is a gray quartzite. Just that stone there just broke off in so many fine, thin shards that are razor sharp enough you can shave the hair off your hand. My wife uses them for cleaning fish. The little pieces of rock I take off. They're so sharp. Here's another piece here too. This was one of my first This is probably the second one that I got that was black, but it also has dark brown in it too, and some white. Here's a piece of jasper. Hard, shiny, sparks like crazy. That piece there is about 3 inches, 4 inches across, and polished from being in the water for 10, 20,000 years, who knows. Here's one here, it's almost black. It's not obsidian, but it's just like glass inside. Sparks like crazy. Just fascinating stones, guys. You can see the curved lines on it. That's where the fracture lines are on it. Here's a wicked piece of quartzite here. Flat, smooth areas. This one here also broke off into real nice shards. I've still got all these pieces you're seeing here. I've only take 2 or 3 pieces, shards off each one, then I put them in a stack somewhere. The next slide is some pieces of jasper with black mixed into them. You can see the light reflecting on it. It's because they're just shiny as glass. There's also several different kinds of jasper here, or red stones, that are different textures. Some are almost like fire brick, but they all spark. But this one here is another one that's just like glass, super hard. There's a great big one there. That's a 60 or 70 pound piece of jasper next to my hammer. The gray stone was a fabulous stone, and the stone behind it is another black one, a black with white and brown on it. Wicked stone, just like glass. And that's a 4 pound maul that I had custom made with a pipe handle on it. There's my lovely wife, Marfie. She's sitting by that same piece of stone right there. I said, hey, throw that out of there, will you? And she couldn't even move the stone. It's so heavy. This one here, look at that. Look how black it is. It's just shiny like glass, but look at the big chunk of brown on it. That sure looks like New Zealand jasper. But I tell you what, my opinion is, this is just another variety of petrified wood here. Because I have a couple pieces like this that have bark on them. Here's another piece of jasper-ish type stone. I don't know exactly what it is, but see the dark part? That's the outside of the stone. So if you saw that stone in the ground, gray, you wouldn't even know what it was until you broke it open or you find one with a chip on it. This stone here was fascinating. It's got all kinds of gold flux in it. The gold isn't soft gold, it's just a colored gold, another mineral. I don't know what it is. This one here had shards that came off just like razor blades and sparked like crazy. Here's a couple of my favorite stones here. These are smaller, maybe 3 inches long, yellow. I thought it was yellow quartz until I broke apart a big yellow one, and inside is white quartzite. And here is the last stone. This is one I carry in my pocket, kind of for good luck. It's all polished up. It's about 2 inches long. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll put some more videos out. I got thousands and thousands of stones to show you. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Take care.